American politics. It's Tyrone. Rap's here, obviously, but we also got Real Texan. Luke's here. Aliens is here.
Full house.
Who's Luke? I'm
Yeah,
Swan Marcus.
we got a
Hey,
full
guys.
house today.
Yeah,
You
so
got me.
we have everybody here today. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself, and yeah, we're joined by it's full house today. Everybody except Ye's here. This might be a first. in a long
John's not
time.
here either. John's not here either.
Yeah, so we have a lot of people here
Yeah,
today. So before we get into today's stream, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends. Of course, join the channel. If you have any questions, concerns, want to support the channel even further, the best way is sending super chats via the chat. Again, I'll read through all of chat I possibly can. So yeah, send super chats if you can. Again, I'll read through all the chats I can. But all right, we have a lot to talk about today. Wow, it's already a very busy morning. A lot happened with John Bolton getting raided. Got to talk with Ohio, New Jersey, Virginia. Lots going on. There's a lot going on in the world. So, yeah, what do we start with? Because I think also Trump's having an announcement a little bit, right? Was it like a big deal about that?
Yeah, it got delayed. Apparently, it got delayed. He was still at the Kennedy Center.
Yeah, so he was at the Kennedy Center today, which came out of nowhere. But apparently they're going to remodel it, I guess. Trump said something about that, like, yeah, we're gonna remodel the Kennedy Center. So yeah, lots happening. Lots happening. Cherokee Bear.
Oh yeah, the one big Trump L recently was getting rid of the garden, and what was that about? That was kind of stupid.
I think did they have issues with the garden or something? I thought they did.
No, but still, bro, it's ugly as hell.
Well, I
why
agree.
did they do that? Okay.
No, I
Yeah,
agree
go
with
on.
that, but I just think that I think there's some issues they had with it. So instead of just like
Like,
repairing it,
redo the garden. Don't put a weird ass patio there, bro. It looks ugly as fuck.
yeah. Cherokee Bear for 2. He bets there is certain stuff on John Bolton's laptop. Okay, so the reason they raided his house in DC is because apparently he had classified documents, right? He had like classified documents, which I find it funny. Of course, like John Bolton of all people had that crap, and he might go to jail.
Nobody's above the law.
Yeah. Now everyone's saying, no, John Bolton's protected or something. It's like, really? I thought the whole point was nobody's above the law. At least
Bolton has government for 6 years.
Wait, what?
There's no excuse. Bolton has not been in government for 6 years. There's no excuse for this.
Yeah, and people forget about this, but apparently the Biden admin dropped the investigation for no reason. Yet the targeted Trump?
Well, it's because he hates Trump. That's all it is.
Yeah.
He hates Trump.
So, let me pull this up. Yeah, right here. Shit, where is it at? American Nerd for 2. Why go after Bolton? Why not start with Comey? Well, Bolton's an easy target from the sounds of it. It sounds like he's such a dumbass that he just had documents laying around that he shouldn't have had. Which, again, that's a different story than Trump because he was a former president and the document thing, that was a dispute. And then the FBI raided him anyways. That's not what's going on here. Apparently just John Bolton had a bunch of classified documents, lied about it. Yeah, not good. So, I gotta pull this up, actually. Where is it at? Okay, there we
I
go.
think the Fed should raid Rap's house. I'm kidding.
Stop. Okay. But yeah, right here, John Bolton's house got raided today. Now, will this mean anything? Will anything ever happen?
Nothing ever happens.
That's real. So, I want to wait and see, but it does sound like at the bare minimum they're doing something to Bolton. Which, again, Bolton's like the bottom of the list for me. I want them to go after Comey, Clapper, Clinton, but I mean, it's a start. I guess it's better than nothing. So, but yeah, what do you guys think's gonna happen with this? You guys think this is a nothing burger? Do you think something's gonna happen? What?
Nothing ever happens.
Wow.
I don't think anything will come from it. I think Bolton will not even get a slap on the wrist because it's like ultimately like he mishandled classified docs. Fucking everybody does that. I mean, Biden did it. Obama did it.
Yeah, they're
Trump
just
did
gonna
it.
confiscate the documents and just tell them like, don't do that.
Yeah,
Probably.
everybody fucking
And
does
then
it.
Bolton's gonna go on like a media tour talking about how he's a victim of the Trump evil regime or
Yeah,
whatever.
the Trump regime.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. But ultimately, this is not important.
Yeah, I want to like it's a good thing they're doing this because John Bolton deserves jail for the shit he pulled. But still, it's go after Comey. I want to like, why hasn't Comey been arrested yet? Why? Is there any reason he's not arrested right now? He should be in prison right now. But no, these idiots in the FBI. I mean, it's a good start, but yeah. Kyle Rooney for 2. Nothing ever happens for 1,000. Yeah. American Nerd for 2. Maybe the FBI should go to see John Kelly's house too. Oh gosh. But yeah, overall, John Bolton got raided today. We'll see how this develops. But I find it weird that it's
I know John Bolton like endorsed Bernie Moreno last year for some reason.
Wait,
It was the most
really?
random shit. Yeah, his super PAC. He wrote like a big endorsement of Moreno because he said he would be good at fighting China, so he endorsed him.
Of course.
Right, and then Bolton will just endorse any non-Trump Republican. He's not like Liz Cheney or
Even
like
if they're the most MAGA Republicans possible, just as
He's
long as their
basically like
name is
John.
not Donald Trump. Yeah.
So
Go
John
on.
Bolton is a dispatch Republican, which dispatch Republican will endorse most Republicans, just not the really pro-Trump or people that are publicly affiliated with Trump, those types. But like no, bulwark Republicans are basically Democrats. John Bolton, to his whatever little credit I can give him, is not a bulwark Republican. He's a dispatch Republican.
Yeah,
Why?
he endorses like MAGA candidates too,
Yeah,
just not Trump. He'll probably endorse Vance. If I had
That'd be
to
funny
guess.
if he did. Like, he endorses Vance.
Like, he won't be campaigning with them, but I'm sure I'll write a thing saying, I want Vance to win. Vote for Vance or something like that.
Yeah. Lion Main Man for 5. Off topic, despite 9/11, Bush Jr. was a good president. I wish he would do a third term. No.
This president was not a good president. I'm so fucking sick of this retarded apologetics. You say Bush was a good president. You probably weren't even born until halfway through his second term. That's unironic. Like the people who I say Bush Jr. was a good president.
People
Y'all
will watch
motherfuckers-
Vice once and then act like Bush was this amazing president.
I mean, even if you ignore the
Even Bush was portrayed as a fucking bumbling idiot in Vice too. That's the funny part.
yeah, which I mean, I don't think Bush was actually that stupid, but he was not a good president. He had very
obviously
bad
not. Yeah, it's all
he
fucking
had very
calculated.
bad instincts.
No, the
You know.
whole stupid like personality of his was like made up by Karl Rove. It was like a fully made up personality.
Yeah, and the thing with Bush is, like, he could have been a good president. He just wasted his political capital on the war in Iraq. When he could have
and fucking giving loans to people who couldn't pay them back.
Well, that was starting under Clinton, but yeah, I mean, like,
Actually,
at least with Bush, he could have used a political capital to, I don't know, reform Social Security like he should have. Can you imagine if he actually did that back in, was it 2004? He was pushing for that, right?
I can't believe Rap is using my talking points. I'm honored.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I mean, his policy would have been the right position. So, he could have done that, but no, he wasted freaking his capital.
Kind of curious what would have happened if there was a peacetime Bush administration, like if 9/11 didn't happen. We'd probably see him a very different way. Because remember in 2000 he campaigned as a non-interventionist.
Yeah, that's
which
a funny
like now
part.
it's a joke. Yeah, like he was the non-interventionist. He was attacking nation building, and Gore was seen as like the non-interventionist candidate. Bush won the young vote in 2000 because of that. Like, yeah, people forget about that shit.
All right, let's see here. American Nerd for 2. Should the FBI looking at Mike Pence as well? Why? Is Mike Pence irrelevant?
There's no reason to look into Mike Pence.
Yeah. Chance
Mike Pence is definitely not in possession of any documents of any kind.
Yeah, and anything he does have, it just is.
He's been out of government for 4 years.
Yeah. All right. Chance
Just let him retire and do his Christian radio appearances or whatever.
Yeah, and complain about tariffs, which we'll get to tariffs in a second because Canada folded. So, American Nerd or Chance Racing for 2. Looking at John Bolton's face, old stream not good. Lol. Yeah, I'll get something up. Don't worry. American Nerd for 2. Remind us again why Trump hired Bolton in term 1. It was just because he's such a nut job. That's why.
Trump didn't have anybody. That's literally it.
Yeah.
There was nobody he could rely.
Thank you.
On. He had the Republicans in the government because the MAGA movement was nothing more than an ideology with a few people at the time. He, at the time, had to rely much more heavily. I'm glad Trump lost in 2020 because it gave him 4 years to infiltrate the Heritage Foundation and all these other institutions he desperately needed to start growing people homegrown organically in order to be able to take the government over with people, not ideologues, or people who are only there for the sake of having a job, but people who actually know how to do their job and that believe in it, like fucking Stephen Miller.
Yeah, Also part of it was because, like, I know Trump kind of jokes about this, but it's like, you know, you have somebody insane as, like, John Bolton, and it kind of terrifies other countries. That's kind of another reason. I don't know how true that is, but I always find it funny. It's like, yeah, we just have John Bolton because it makes other countries terrified of what he would do. So, all right, Team Brainer for 5. Hey, Rap, glad we are finally seeing justice. I was getting impatient too, but gotta remember these things take time. Let's hope we see more to follow. Yeah, so it takes a while. There's, like, how many grand juries? Like 5 now out there, so it takes a while, but again, I want to see Comey. I want to see Comey or Clinton. Eric for 5. Did Spanberger have her McAuliffe moment with that woman with did Spanberger have her McAuliffe moment with the woman with that sign? Oh God, do we have to talk about that?
Yeah, I guess we do.
Dude, they already have that sign in an ad, by the way.
Freaking
The Sears campaign.
dumbasses! What the hell are they doing in Virginia? Are they trying to lose?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Also, there was funny. There was this video that came out too of like after that, like a few hours after she was at like a town hall, and like then the chair of like that county's Democrats came up to her and was like whispering, and there's a video of this, and he was like, you know, can you maybe not use that sign? It's getting a bit of negative media attention.
For those
and the lady was like, oh.
For those that don't know, this is a real sign. This was at a protest against Sears, and it says, hey, Winsome, if trans can't share your bathroom, then blacks can't share my water fountain.
I want to say something really quick on that.
Oh, it was just satire.
If I see one more single fucking person say Democrats are the real racists because of that, I'm going to blow your fucking head off.
I said it for comedic effect. Okay, bro.
I said
there are people who unironically said it, and like, yeah, I understand saying it for the funny, but like people who unironically say that shit, you are probably some of the most historically ignorant motherfuckers.
Obviously,
I said it for satire.
I made a joke tweet where I said that the Virginia Democrats think they're in the wrong decade. Like that's what I was doing.
Obviously, like, we're not unironically saying that, you know, we on this Real American stream are not unironically saying the Democrats are or aren't the quote unquote racists. But the thing is it's, I mean, I don't like Winston Sears. I'm not invested in the Virginia race, unlike 2021. More invested in New Jersey. But that sign is horrible optics, and it's really bad. It's like, who is this appealing to?
This is what you get when you have old ass white people. And I saw a couple of comments like, "Wait, was she a George Wallace voter?"
Especially when they're having a problem, it sounds like, with getting blacks to turn out.
Yeah, and you're gonna attack Sears for being black? Are you serious?
Yeah. From what I'm hearing, they're having a real bad problem with like black turnout or getting them to get out and vote in Virginia or get them motivated to vote.
The FBAs aren't turning out for a woman like Spanberger. Let me tell you that. As an FBA expert, I can confirm this.
But yeah, so
let me also mention, I did say Democrats. I actually tweeted that the demon KKK rats are the real racists just for comedic effect, and I think some like boomers found it and liked it, unironically.
Yeah, again, guys, the whole like Democrats are the real racist thing, that's cringe. But it's still stupid policy. Like, why would you have a sign like this? You're just giving Winsome Sears momentum. I mean, listen, if she actually wins that race.
Well, I mean, please, Democrats, continue doing stupid shit. That helps us. Help us win elections so we can actively go after your country-killing policies.
In my opinion,
it is objectively stupid fucking policy.
If Winsome Sears wins Virginia, and Myers wins also, just delete the party. Delete the party, give up.
If Winsome Sears wins Virginia, I am going to, for the rest of my time in this server, change my profile picture to Winsome Sears. I will make that bet right now. If Winsome Sears gets elected governor of Virginia, I will replace my Sharashi Yudaha profile picture with a picture of Winsome Sears.
She might.
If Winston Sears wins, I'm gonna replace my profile picture with, what should I replace it with?
I don't know.
Give
suggestions.
I gotta
Okay, fine.
Okay, sorry, I just gotta cut everybody off because I gotta read some super chats. So, American Nerd for 2. What was Bush's 43's worst policy besides Iraq? Oh, No Child Left Behind. Easy. Man Milk has
Breaking news.
What?
Omar Fateh has officially lost the endorsements. The Minnesota.
He's no longer the captain now, is he? He's no longer the captain now.
Oh yeah, guys, this is what everyone in the server needs to change their PFP to if Sears wins.
Oh gosh. A couple more super chats. Man Moke has been a member for 25 months. TJ has moved back to Minnesota following the retirement announcement. I hope he runs for House or Governor. He's a great speaker and moderate voice. I don't know who that is. American Nerd for 2. That protester probably voted for Wallace at 68. Yeah, I saw somebody say that. It's like, is she a George Wallace voter?
Oh yeah. I think I was the one that said it. Like she might be one of those Wallace Harris voters.
American Nerd for 2. Sears Woody November sounds cursed. Oh, it'd be hilarious. I would laugh for a month straight if she won.
Like, the even funnier thing with this is, like, look, if this was being done in a northern state, it would still be bad optics, but it'd be like,
This is
whatever. But this is a
Virginia!
state this is one of the last states to abolish segregation. Like, within that woman's lifetime, there was segregated water fountains.
I think
Which is
George
why-
Wallace.
Isn't
I'm
she in
pretty
her
sure Wallace got
80s?
second place in Virginia.
I think so, yeah, he did. Or came close.
Aliens, what the fuck is that map you just posted? Oh my god.
I saw
Okay, never mind.
that.
Wallace got furred, but he did very well
That's
in Southern Virginia.
let me for
We
those
need
that are
every
wondering.
state to be like
Actually,
this.
I actually am just now realizing George Wallace won Chesapeake, Virginia, which I think voted for Harris.
Okay, aliens, does this map actually like compute? Is this legal?
I have no
Yes,
idea.
yes. It hits the
Oh.
VRA requirements because of
My
Atlanta.
gosh. Who the hell made this?
Hello, yeah.
Hello.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
All we need is John, but he's busy
Yeah, John
having
some
a
stuff.
giant metal rod up his ass right now.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Chesapeake, Virginia is an actual Wallace Harris County or city.
Oh
Yeah.
my. Well, that explains a lot. That's probably where she's from. American Nerd for 2.
First voter.
Sears Whitty. Oh, already read that. Man Milk for 2. Oh, she's a Stanley Cup winner for the Caps in 18. Oh, okay. What am I looking at? This is a congressional map that should pass in Georgia. It gets rid of MTG, so yeah.
Hey, what's up?
American
Marcus
much.
Flowers Opportunity District.
All right, yay, we've come to a groundbreaking revelation.
Okay.
The Democrats are real
real
racist.
racists. Fuck, he beat me.
See, maybe this will be enough. Maybe black voters will now leave the Democrat plantation. You know.
I'm sure.
That's true. Yeah, they need to.
American Nerd for 2. I think that George Lincoln Rockwell guy ran in Virginia. Oh gosh. Inari for 5.
I would have voted for George Wallace.
Oh,
He had a
gosh.
really good industrial policy.
He was very good with blue collar.
Yeah, people forget
unions,
about
yeah.
this. He actually
Didn't he
very
win the
good.
Michigan primary?
I don't
He
think
won a lot of. I think he okay.
I think
Here's
in
the really
72
fun
he
part.
actually did, but then he got shot.
Here's the really fun part. Before George Wallace was shot, he actually won Boston in the primary.
Well, that's Boston. That's not a
That's
surprise.
Boston for you.
Crazy, bro. Michigan voted for both George Wallace and Bernie Sanders in a Democratic primary. Let that sink in.
Well, yeah. Anyways, I wonder why. Minari for 5. Newscum is unpopular in 21, but don't change course. Now it's propped up. 60% of California is retarded. Redistricting a new map is only hope. Well, which we'll get to California in a second. There's a new poll that came up from Berkeley, and they had some weird results. We'll get to that, but yeah, I think the map's gonna. We'll see. It's close. It's very close.
Guys, I sent a
uh,
message in the group chat. Don't say it out on the stream, but do ponder it.
Saying it right now.
If
If blacks live in the
blacks
Democratic
Stop! Okay,
plantation,
no,
we can't read that.
I'll
We can't
kick
read
both
that
of
on
you.
stream. Come on,
I will
Tubbs,
I will
dude.
kick both of you.
No, Rap, we're not reading that on stream.
No, we're
I
not
didn't
reading
even
it,
read-
but still.
Okay.
as funny as it would be, I'm not allowed to say that on stream because I would die.
Yeah, you get shot. There's
Well,
a-
they
That's
would-
fine. We'll
they
say it
would-
after.
they would-
We'll say
they
it
would
after the
leave
stream
in
ends.
their predicament.
Oh gosh. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, hey, by the way, I might not end up going on deployment after all, so I'm probably still gonna move out to College Station next year.
Swag.
Yeah, but overall,
Wait, you're not being
yeah,
deployed to
I think-
ICE? What?
Okay, so because when I left my AIT, they marked me as overweight technically, which is bullshit. I am not 6'6", 223 pounds, and have a fucking waist of 43 inches. That's fucking ludicrous. I don't even see a way scientifically to have that much of a waist at that weight. But if they measure me out to similar, I'm not going to be able to qualify for the ICE mission, which I'm fine with. And honestly, as cool as it would be to deport people, I'm not going to complain about, being able to sit at home and go back to a civilian life after doing a year of intense initial training. That will mean I'm also going to be on streams more, and also I just don't want to fucking work at 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. job. dealing with people who don't speak English. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, what's your thoughts of the sign in Virginia? The Winsome Sears sign. I don't think you're
I think
here
it's
for that.
really funny, and I think Democrats are the real racists.
Oh gosh. You know, I really
I just think
hope
it's
they
funny
lose.
that the
Demon
Sears
KKK
people already
rep.
put it in an ad after like maybe our campaign is better than we thought. I don't know. Maybe they're more efficient. We'll
Well,
see.
because-
Okay,
We'll have to wait and
I
see.
think I think people just okay. She's going to lose, and
No.
it's not going to be
She's
particularly
not going to
close.
lose. How are you doubting Black Girl, or are you doubting Black Girl Magic?
Yes, I am. But the problem is people saw the one Roanoke poll that had her down by like 15 and just threw the whole race away. I would say I'm not sure if she'll get it within Trump's margin, but like I'm sitting around like D plus 6, D
Oh no,
plus
I
7.
think she will at this point. I think she's going to get within Trump's margin.
I think
Um,
she's closing the gap because she's young kids campaigning for a little harder. And that little
She's
that
actually
little-
starting to get out of the basement and campaign. And Spanberger's missing in action. She's just like kind of like sitting the election out. She thinks that she can kind of just hide behind ads. The same thing Cheryl's doing in New Jersey, which is why Jack is surging. You're seeing a
the-
surge
I
of
was gonna
both candidates.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would unironically say that Chettarelli is. If you put a gun to my head right now, I would say he's favored.
I can
Going-
like drive
not
out
right-
and put a gun to your
not
head right
right
now. If
now.
you want me to.
Not right now.
No, I'm driving out to your apartment right now. I'm gonna put a gun
Okay.
to your head.
Not like right now, but I think if you ask me on election day, is he going to be favored? I think so. I think he's gaining, and I think that the Democrat isn't really campaigning very hard.
Not at all.
I just
She's
see
literally
it-
missing.
Oh, yeah, and if anyone, yeah, you guys can look here. Last night, I actually did the math. I put in the past 2 governor and past 2 presidential in New Jersey. I averaged the average bias, and I applied that to the current polls. If you apply the average bias, right now, Cheryl only leads by 1.28.
You
If
know,
you go off past polling biases.
I'm gonna talk.
Even if you don't unskew the polls, I just kind of like based off the data and just based off how the campaign's going and based off of how New Jersey shifted in 2024, I do think Chitterelli's the favorite. Now, if this was like 4 years ago when New Jersey just got finished voting for Biden by 14 points, I would think Cheryl's favored. But given the fact that New Jersey is basically like a likely Democrat state at most at this point, I do seriously think that Jack Chitterelli's favored. He could even win by 5 points. I know that sounds crazy now, but
It sounds
it's-
crazy, and you need to
yeah,
shut your
You
Indian
also
mouth.
got to see this. On August 21st of 2021, Murphy led by 16.16 in the average. That same date now, August 21st, well, now it's August 22nd, but same thing, no new polls come out. Cheryl only leads by 7.28.
You know, I think I'm gonna talk to Mark about this, but maybe I should add that to America First Insight, like the average, like compared to prior elections. We might.
I
do
can
that.
definitely help you guys get the formula out. I can definitely help you guys with
because
that. So
I'm curious about that. If it's like, I didn't even think about that, where it's like Murphy's up by 16.
yeah, because RCP had that. RCP would put out like the averaged out with the past bias. So yeah, I think we could definitely do that.
All right, David Maddox for 5. Check out Eric Daugherty's post about tariffs and CBO projections. We'll get to that in a little bit. Also about the stock market today, yeah, it went up 1.5%. So, American Nerd for 2. The only Virginia race I'm worried about is Attorney General. I'm hoping Myers wins. I will laugh hysterically if he does.
I think he probably will at this
I
point.
think
That one
Myers-
poll the other day only had him down 2. So
Yeah,
I
Myers-
feel
I
probably
think
will.
Miaras is favored as the incumbent, and because he's been pretty good so far. The
Bro,
lieutenant governor.
Also, Dems ran like progressives in those 2 races, so I think we might get both of
dumbasses.
them.
Yeah, okay.
But-
Here's the
oh,
thing.
by the
The
way,
lieutenant
the
governor in this race, the Republican, he's like, I think he's a Fairfax Republican. He's
Yeah,
like
he
the
is.
last elected official from Fairfax County for the GOP. He is a very strong overperformer. I just don't think, and you would think that would translate at least a little bit to the
Surely.
statewide level. But
He's also
Surely.
running against a Muslim socialist. So
Wait, are you
Yeah.
serious?
Did win, I
yeah,
think.
they ran a Muslim for the lieutenant, Muslim
gosh.
socialist. For the
Not a
lieutenant
good
governor.
idea electorally, even in a state like Virginia. No, I think Miaras will win. I think Sears is still going to lose because she's running a bad campaign, but I don't think she's going to lose by 10 points like I did,
Okay.
2 to 3 months ago.
Someone actually
I
made a
looked
good
her up.
point. It might be
I
like
looked her up.
reverse 2021, where everyone's focused like instead of Virginia, everyone's going to be focused on New Jersey, and Jack's
And
going to end up
California?
winning. And then
Okay.
Virginia is going to end up being a lot closer than people think. I think
That
that's
is
what'll end
exactly
up
what I think will happen. Yes, you nailed
I
it.
looked up the candidate that Democrats nominated for Virginia Lieutenant Governor. First of all, Star Wars name, and
I love how anytime we see an Indian or Persian name at this point, we just say it's Star Wars coded.
she was born in
Well, at least I fucking-
Hyderabad,
well-
India.
Well, we need to stop calling it Star Wars. We need to start calling it Star Wars.
We need to start calling
Gosh.
them Temple of Doom names. And by the way, in case you call me out, I anglicized my name, so no, it doesn't count for me.
Okay.
I know what your name is. I know what you look like. I know where you live.
I don't live in
Anyways.
Tyrone.
So cool.
Okay.
Also, here's the
Yeah,
Calvin
you should know
Coolidge
he's
Project.
Jewish, then.
The Calvin
Hold on.
Coolidge Project is asking the important questions.
Our Democrats are real racist. Damn it!
God, he's beating us to it.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Shit. Okay. But yeah, Virginia. We'll see. I have a video actually planned for Virginia, New Jersey today. I actually am very confident that we're gonna win New Jersey. Not a guarantee, but it should. Like, I don't know what.
Also,
Cheryl's
let's
doing.
get ready for the debate because that debate is good. I think that debate might end Cheryl's campaign.
What is Cheryl doing? That's
we have
my
about-
question.
We have what, like 2.5
He's gonna
months?
talk
Like,
about
2.5
Trump and
months is
Epstein, like,
plenty
the
of
whole
time.
time.
Also,
yeah,
the
2.5 months is
debate is
plenty
in
of time
like
to do this.
the debate's in September, I believe, too, which gives Jack even more time to surge afterwards. So,
Star Wars.
like Virginia's a bit later, so, and we don't really know how that debate's gonna go. But I do know that in New Jersey, like Cheryl is gonna get pummeled by Jack. That's what's gonna happen because she's a
Oh, what did
horrible
you
public
say?
speaker.
Harold's
Jack's a
gonna get
great.
pummeled by Jack. Okay, come on, dude.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Anyways. Oh my gosh.
You guys seen his outreach to black voters?
Oh gosh. Shy Guy
He
Universe.
has his Black's Back Jack, dude.
I saw that. A Shy Guys Universe for 2. John Husted leading Sherrod Brown by 6. Yeah, you know, let's segue to Ohio. Oh, hold on, one more super chat.
Only in Ohio.
Shades raising for 5. I think Shapiro wins, but we said that about Casey. Look what happened there. SG could pull off the upset, and she'll at least make it closer and help down ballot. Yeah, she'll make it closer, but I think that's a governor
Unless
race.
Mastriano does his governor.
He
primary
better
bid.
not. I swear. He
I
better
don't
not.
I don't think he's gonna win the primary. I don't think he's like. I'm
All right.
sorry.
He said Stacey Garrity can't get the base to turn out, but
Yeah, like he
can.
can.
You got the base to turn out. The problem is about 20% of them voted
Yeah,
for
they
Shapiro.
voted for Shapiro. All right.
I would not vote for Mastriano in 2026. I mean, I
Yeah,
know
me
I know
neither.
team player, but
All right.
Mastriano is one of.
Let's talk about
I
Ohio.
don't understand why we're throwing away perfectly good races in Pennsylvania. Honestly,
I mean, Shapiro is popular. To be fair, I don't think he's going to lose re-election. I don't see a scenario where he does, unless there's a massive.
But still, you want to flip back the state house, so you run Garrity.
Yes, you need to run. You need to run a strong sacrificial lamb. But I think
I was gonna say,
Garrity is
the
almost
GOP
too
is
strong.
defending like 4 competitive seats in Pennsylvania. I guess the first isn't particularly competitive, but you know what I mean.
All right.
You're defending you're defending the Scranton seat. The shit, what's that? What's the one called just south of it that the woman used to represent?
That's the 7th in Allentown.
Yeah, Allentown. You got the Allentown seat, you have the Scranton seat, you have the Bucks County seat, and then because our good friend Scott Perry is such an individual, and because the Democrat running against him is very moderate, that race is going to be very competitive going forward. So, not losing, the top of the ticket by 15 points would probably help those 3 hold on, or those 4 win re-election.
All right. So, let's
Ohio.
let's say
Oh, yeah, I would like to
Ohio.
point out that the New Jersey governor debate will be happening exactly 1 month from today on September 21st.
All right, we'll probably watch that.
We should
Yeah,
live
we'll
stream.
be streaming that. We
All
got to
right.
stream that. We got to stream that and the Virginia debate.
If they have one.
No, they will. They've got one scheduled, but
Okay.
that one's not till October.
So let's talk
The
about
New Jersey one's early.
let's talk about Ohio because some people on Twitter have some explanations to explain to people because remember how Showed brought us supposed to be this electoral god that's gonna win by 50 points? Maybe this race a toss up. Remember that?
He's down by what, 10 or something?
He's down by 6.
You're telling me
Wow.
huh?
What?
You're telling
Ernie Moreno? No,
I'm telling-
listen.
Yeah, well, what
I'm
did you
telling
say?
you
You
what.
cut out.
Okay, hello.
You're
Test,
live.
test,
You're
test,
live.
testes. We're live. Okay. Anyways, I am so fucking tired of the people who said that
You're
Sherrod
tired, go to
Brown
bed.
even had a chance at this shit. Because at the end of the day, this guy lost by almost 4 points to Bernie Moreno. And that's not a dig on Bernie Moreno. He's just not a very strong candidate.
Yeah,
And John Husted is like normie, generic Republican, fucking Mike DeWine, win by 15 or 20 points type of Republican. He's not losing to Sherrod Brown. That's just how that works. Sherrod Brown, his only chance of staying in the Senate was I think Trump had to only win Ohio by like 6 or 7 points, and he would have won by about half a point. That would have been it. He's done. I don't even know why he came back. Listen, had he run for governor, that would not be good because Vivek Ramaswamy is not exactly an astounding candidate. But he's running for Senate, and people immediately go, "Oh my God, he only lost by 4 to one of the worst Republicans we've ever ran in terms of electability. Oh, he's favored now. He's gonna win."
Yeah, I'm sure. What's that guy's
Anybody
name?
Fucking bullshit is what it is.
Anybody?
Go on.
Husted? You mean John Husted?
No, who's a hack that we're talking before the stream that's like saying,
Adam Carlson, Lakshya Jain.
all of them.
As Chris with Ons likes to say, the 2 horsemen of the apocalypse. Yes.
I love Chris with Hodge. I love him.
He's like the
I can't
reverse
wait for his
Luther.
26 commentary. It's gonna be
that.
great.
Yeah, I mean that guy is like amazing. I love him.
I may come back on Twitter just because I deactivated it again, but I may come back just to see his 2026 takes.
Listen, for those that don't know, Chris Hahn's an amazing guy. Go follow him on Twitter. You want to see hilarious commentary and stuff?
He was vindicated, dude. He would, dude. When Kamala in August was surging to +5 on average, he would go out and be like, "Here's why this is good news for Trump."
Yeah,
and everyone mocked
was
him,
right.
and he was right. He was right.
Yeah, but guys, they were all saying collectively that this race is a toss-up now. This race is a battleground. Which again, Sherrod Brown couldn't be Bernie Moreno. You expect it to be John Husted?
Who barely knew how to speak English, by the way.
And the funny part with this poll is there's actually 2 parts that are hilarious. So the first part is favorability. And Sherrod Brown right now is a +2. With 44% favorable, 42% unfavorable. Yet right now, John Husted, 39% of voters in Ohio don't even know who he is. Then he's already up by 6. What does that tell you about this race?
It's a tilty.
John Husted's already up by 6, and a third of the population don't even know who he is.
Actually, Sherrod Brown is the real incumbent because
don't be shocked if John Tester ends up jumping in again at the Montana
Go ahead.
race, because
I think
just-
Schumer's honestly he's begging for him to run.
Are you so delusional? I think he's living in 10 years ago when it was possible to win these states for them. He thinks that they're going to just be able to win them. He thinks they're going to be able to win back the Senate. That's what he's going off.
The thing is, Tester's already declined to run, but he might. But I think, again, Schumer's on his knees begging for him to change his mind.
Go ahead.
Tester almost retired. That was it for a long time. We didn't even know that Tester was going to run for re-election until early 2024 because he talked about how much he hated flying back and forth to DC, and because he knew he was probably toast anyways. Dude lost by 7 points,
which is funny because that's the number of fingers he has.
All right,
exactly.
American Nerd for 5. If Garrity wins a GOP nomination for the Pennsylvania governor race, should Mastriano be picked as a running mate? Hell no.
No.
God.
Hell,
Mastriano should be kept away from as many fucking state places as possible.
All right, somebody speak at once.
I said Mastriano should be kept away from running for any statewide office as much as fucking possible. Cool guy, really admire his service. We're fucking deporting you back to Canada. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, you fucking communist. Anyway, Look, here's how it fucking is. Mastriano is a chronically fucking awful candidate. He performs dog shit. There's no reason whatsoever to run him again and 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 again. Garrity probably won't win. We're probably not going to be winning against Shapiro in 26. But we need to run a candidate who's not going to immediately tank our most at-risk races. We don't control the Pennsylvania House. We don't control the Pennsylvania Senate. We have 3. We have. Say again.
We do control the Pennsylvania Senate.
Yeah, we
It's
control
like
the Senate.
really,
Yeah.
really. They have really
I
bad.
don't fucking pay attention to Pennsylvania. Excuse my fucking French, but shut the fuck. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. But like, we don't control the Pennsylvania House. We're at risk of losing 3 to 4 congressional seats because we're fucking geniuses in the Midwest with Pennsylvania, which isn't even a fucking Midwestern state, really. We don't need to be running a candidate who lost to fucking Shapiro already by what, 20 points? How much did he lose by? 18, 20
It was
points?
like 18, I think.
15 or
Yeah, it was
something.
No, he lost by 14.
Yeah,
Whatever.
15.
Round up. Close
Losing
enough.
by, look, even if he lost by 10 points, that is putting our congressional seats at risk. I don't care.
And now
We
he'd
could-
be going up against an incumbent too.
Yeah, he'd be going up against an incumbent. Shapiro is more well funded this time around too because he's the incumbent and he does control the Pennsylvania Democratic Party at this point. Like
For now.
Shapiro, shut up. Shapiro is stronger than ever. Mastriano, already a proven loser candidate. We don't need to be dividing the primary. Run Garrity, she's kind of a T-Who candidate, but who cares? She's really inoffensive. And quite frankly, I care. The Texas House, the Florida House, like we could literally tomorrow overturn Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, Lord willing, and gerrymander the shit out of a bunch of southern states. That is still 3 to 4 states we should not afford to lose in Congress. I'm sorry. That's not how you play power games.
All right. Let's see. American Nerd for 2. Would Bob Casey run for Senate in 20? I hope he does. He would even win a primary. Well, maybe gets. I don't know. That primary would be a shit show. But
no, they're gonna run.
Unfortunately, Casey's in a blue enough state that he could actually make a political comeback.
I guess.
I just don't think he wants to. I think he's
yeah, he got embarrassed and like he lost his mind. So
he almost. I mean, he was about to have his own J6 moment.
remember that.
I am saying this. I'm saying this without a hint of irony.
No, January 6th, but it's Bob Casey.
He was about to. I remember he was losing his mind on Twitter. It's like, oh my gosh, we gotta stop the.
I'm saying this without a hint of irony. I don't think he even considered the possibility of losing.
No.
At the beginning of the election, and I think going into election night, he was expecting to win by 3 or 4 points.
Yeah, how did that go? Even when they tried to pull bullshit, it failed.
Yeah, even with everything else, it didn't work. And I would like to remind you guys, there were Democrat vote counters were admitting just outright that they were breaking the law and trying to get Casey over.
I remember that Bucks County. It's like, yeah, we know the laws. We know we're breaking the law, but this is to save democracy. That's what they said. That's not even a joke. That's literally what they said.
Yeah, they blamed democracy for them. It's unironically, I'm allowed to say this because they admitted to it. They were trying to steal the election.
Yeah, they were trying to do it. Let's cut the bullshit. They were trying to pull it off, and they realized
they were trying to steal the election, just like other certain elections in Washington in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
where they just kept finding 100-0 stacks of ballots.
Minnesota, remember that with what's his name?
Al Franken.
Al Franken.
Yeah, Al Frankensteiner.
And like the guy that Rossi got robbed in 2004.
Rossi got robbed. I think they took 2 Washington governor elections. Oh no. It was the Washington governor election, and then it was the 2004
Senate election.
2004
remember,
Senate, yeah.
Remember, kids, anything is you can do anything illegal as long as it's to save democracy.
Yeah.
Our sacred democracy.
But no, I'm gonna say something. I just looked through the Ohio polls, and the Senate race and the governor race were both covered. You talked about the Senate race earlier, but I will say this: but the fact that Vivek Ramaswamy, as EA called him, is up by 10 against both Ryan and Acton is a bad look for Ohio Democrats. Like, I mean, Acton is a terrible candidate, but like Tim Ryan's supposed to be a very good one, and the fact that he's down by I think he's down by high single digits against Vivek, who we know is a terrible candidate, or at least is on paper. At least he is to Twitter. The fact that Tim Ryan is down by that much is pretty terrible for him.
All right.
I'd also like to point out with that Ohio poll, Trump's approval rating is 54%. That is a solid 1-point drop from his 2024 result.
Yeah.
That's
wow.
His approval is tanking.
His approval really is tanking. No, I mean, fucking Pew showed him at 35%.
Freaking bullshit. I'm so sick of Pew research.
Pew and Gallup, I don't understand. I don't know if they're like, I don't know who they're
I
polling.
think they're straight up being
polls.
paid off because of because they're like such massive outliers, and I think like it's
Every time.
because they're so
Well,
they've got
Gallup.
such a like they've got such a renowned thing for accuracy. So it wouldn't shock me if they're just being paid off, so they could be like the most accurate polls are
So
showing
from
something
remember,
The thing with
completely out of line.
remember both Gallup and Pew Research, but especially Gallup, they got USAID funding. People forget about that. So take it as you will. Like
The thing with Pew is like they're one of the few pollsters I trust, but they're not God. And I think their sample size, I think Democrats
Bullshit.
were.
I trust Pew. I trust
here's my
Pew when
theory.
it comes to polling on the issues.
Yeah.
If you ask somebody, if you say, Americans, do you support this, this, or that? I don't think they're really that far off from reality. But then you get polling, and they're like, oh yeah, Trump's approval rating is like -30. And I'm like, no, that's not how that works.
No,
I agree.
No, yeah,
I'm just
30
trying to
young
come up
Trump
with a
voters hate
theory.
his guts now. What are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah.
I just have a theory on this.
I wonder why. I wonder why they don't like
Also,
Trump.
Trump's back to 2015 levels of Hispanic support.
Oh my! I saw that.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That is
Adam
bullshit.
Carlson again. He said the same thing. It was either Adam Carlson.
is completely wrong. I'll tell you what's happening. I think they're getting much more liberal sample sizes, and I think that's just honestly their problem because there's no way Trump is at like 27% with Hispanics. I think his approval on Hispanics is 40%.
They use too many people almost in these polling samples because there comes a point when you use such a big sample that's impossible to really like weigh people's like perspectives on things, and it's a lot harder. It's a lot easier for it then to get like heavily biased in one direction. That's the big problem.
As paradoxical as it sounds, once you go above a certain like number, a certain sample size in political polling, it actually gets less accurate. Like there, obviously, you don't want to poll 100 people. You want to poll 800 to 1,200.
This is what he's paying for his statistics degree.
This is what I'm paying
for, by the way.
This is what I'm getting a degree for. Once you go above like 2,000 or 3,000, especially if it's like a statewide poll and not national,
becomes shit.
It just becomes less and less accurate.
The accuracy for national polls tends to teeter off around 2,500 to 3,000. For statewide polls, you want to ideally keep it around the 1,800 range, from what I recall.
Yeah, it's like 15 to 1,800.
15 to 1,800, yeah, because,
Yeah, and what I think actually is happening, because we see this, I think the New York Times, they wrote an article on this. Party registration got so bad for Democrats, they've stopped registering voters. Democrat groups are not registering voters at all anymore. So what I think is happening is there's so many people becoming Republicans, these polling firms are not accounting for that. They're not accounting for the shift among Hispanics with Republicans for the party ID.
Per data, I think someone was posting about this earlier. Per voter registration data, Gen Z men are the most conservative generation of men in over 100 years.
Yeah, I brought that up
not beating that
yesterday. Yeah. So what I think's happening is these polling firms, they're using polling weights from like 10 years ago still, or 5 years ago even. They're not accounting for the
another thing they're doing is independents have gotten a lot more liberal because a lot of normal independents have switched to being Republican. They haven't accounted for that. So they use independents at the same level now, and because now independents are a bit more Democrat than they were before, just because a lot of them self-ID as Republican now. And
so
that's another issue.
These independents, the independents that became Republicans 10 years ago, they were Obama voters. They were Obama Trump voters, and they stayed independent. And then sometime in the last, I would say 3 or 4 years, probably after the 2020 election, a lot of them just became Republican because they stopped voting Democrat at all. And they don't account for
voting Democrat at all, and they saw like Biden kicked in. They saw how bad the Biden presidency was, and they said, "Well, fuck it. I don't vote Democrat anymore." The most recent Democratic president we've had, other than Obama, who is the Obama guy, his vice president, is a total piece of shit who's ruining the country. Independents are not nearly as fucking rigid ideologically as Democrats are for obvious reasons. So they were like, okay, well, I guess I'm just fucking becoming a Republican now. And don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong, we should actively welcome these people in.
More voters.
Yeah, it's more voters for Republicans. I'm not going to get into fucking Bolshevik Maoist culling the herd ideological vanguardism here, but it is an overall good thing when handled properly to let in a diverse amount of people. Except for the libertarians.
Libertarians suck.
By the way, we do have 2 pieces of breaking news that I got to share here.
What?
First one is the actual Trump announcement. We have the Trump announcement.
Oh God, what is it?
The 2026 FIFA World Cup draw will occur at the Kennedy Center.
Boo!
Wow.
Lame.
Big
I think
news.
it's now. I think it's like the Trump Kennedy Center now or something.
Gosh, I wanted to like see people get arrested on national TV, but no, we have to blame. That stinks.
And the other piece of breaking news comes from Utah. We will
God.
get a redistricting decision within the coming days.
Well, knowing the courts over there, it's gonna be Democrat.
Knowing Utah Republicans.
Yeah. Save
No,
democracy.
the Utah Republicans are gonna like give a free seats to Democrats. That's something they would totally fucking do.
Yeah, that's
But here's the
Utah for
thing.
you.
Even if I will say this, and this may be cope, but both the Republican governor and Senate candidate won Salt Lake City, like the county itself, last year. And I think even if they do draw like a D+10 seat, there is a chance that some moderate could end up holding it anyways.
You can even draw like a D+.
I honest to God, I would take a liberal or moderate Republican over any Democrat because at least that there. Keep in mind. Hold on one moment. I'm going to switch to my AirPods.
Okay, I got to read some super chats. Got to catch up to a bunch. Change Racing for 5. Check OSZ, a union group that endorsed Brown not even a year ago. I switched to Huston. Brown is cooked. Yeah, I saw that. It's like
I saw that, yeah.
Northwestern Union or something.
Okay.
Like
Northwest Trade and something. I don't know.
yeah,
Look, quote unquote.
Imagine telling someone a year ago that after losing the election, Brown would run again, and he would
lose union
and
support.
a union would be endorsing against him.
Look, a moderate to liberal Republican is still going to vote with the party more than 50% of the time. Mitt Romney still voted with us more than like fucking. What's his name? That motherfucker.
Which
I'm
one?
pretty sure the last Democrat to actually vote with a Republican more often than not is like what? Byrd, and he died in like fucking 07, 06, something like that.
All right.
Byrd from Virginia.
Yeah. American Nerd for 2. Men run Mastriano for Lieutenant Governor for GOP Unity. Hell nah. Run somebody different. American Nerd for 3. Only trust America First Insight for polling. That's real. K-Cup for 2. Just got here. What did I miss? Sherrod Brown's cooked. Enough said. John Bolton got raided, so... American Nerd for 2. I think Trump's making his announcement now. Yeah, it's some FIFA bullshit. Great.
I wanted to talk about soccer.
American Nerd for 2. Is it FIFA going to be part of the 250th anniversary? I guess. Yeah, that's next year, so yeah.
It's next year. Yeah, it's next summer, I think.
Oh, God. No. Florida Democrats did a thing.
Oh, good Lord. Here it is.
Did they,
Look at what they're doing now.
Oh, my God.
the
was
Trump
tiring
thing.
with Newsom.
No.
I encourage all the Democrats to copy Newsom's strategy and see how
It's
it works.
AI!
Hey, keep doing it.
Look at it. M-dash are everywhere. It's AI.
It's all AI. Yeah, it's all AI.
ChatGPT.
Trump does not use M-dashes. He never has.
Well, he used like once in a decade he uses one, but...
I think he will occasionally have one. But yeah, no. And if he does use it, it's not fucking AI. This is just, oh my God, AI slop, total clanker death. Oh my
This
God.
reminds me of, remember 3 months ago that every Democrat started swearing in every video? Like,
Yeah,
fuck
and then
Trump.
their polling tanked and they stopped doing it.
Yeah. They're doing the same thing. They're doing the
I
same
think that's
shit.
also their strategy. That's like literally Beto's strategy for whatever race he's going to run in is just swear constantly.
Wait, there are Democrats in Florida?
I would like to remind people that swearing as part of your normal vernacular is more often than me excluded. I swear because I was raised like it. But people who swear excessively tend to be dumber on average.
Well, yeah, of course there's some circumstances, but when it's artificial like this, it's bullshit. This is not even real. I mean, look what it says. Well,
Did you guys see the fucking video earlier that compared Gavin Newsom to Butthead?
I saw that.
That's,
All
That
right,
was pretty funny.
let's read what the Florida Democrats said. Wow, what a tremendous victory. M-dash. A federal judge stopped alligator Alcatraz, M-dash, in the Everglades of all places. Thank goodness for Judge Kathleen Williams. She said no more detainers, no more expansion, dismantle the fencing and lighting. Who approved of this? Who?
Guys, if
well,
you
let's
ever
see.
wondered
Well, let's see.
why-
These are the Democratic Party here. I'm pretty sure.
Florida Democrats, everybody.
What are Democrats? This is why they're peaking at 40%.
Oh yeah, Nikki Fried is their chair.
Yep, that explains it. What a huge win for our wetlands and Florida taxpayers, and for common sense. Thank you for your attention. Oh my God, they even sold that part.
Thank you for your attention in this matter.
That's how Newsom's doing all of his.
Boo!
Yeah.
Get out of here with this shit.
Like, listen. Okay, here's what I will say. The Newsom thing, the first couple tweets, whatever. They were a little funny. They were a little creative. And then they just fed Trump's... Okay, I think they fed Trump's Twitter and truth feed into an AI. But the problem is, they forgot to tell the AI that, hey, Trump doesn't use M dashes, so can you not use M dashes?
And they use it every other sentence.
And like every sentence has an M dash.
I don't even think that they're smart enough to do that. I'm pretty sure they just wrote what they thought would be a Trump tweet and then put it in, and some dumbass intern probably just overindulged in M dashes.
Yeah, it's probably they probably use Grok. They're probably that lazy.
Grok. That Grok is this true.
It probably, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, you probably look up, it's like, yeah, Grok did it. So, Chase is raising for 5. You notice how Democrat parties in red states have gone full resist lib? Ohio and Florida are prime examples. Real smart doing that in states that are R plus 10 or more. Yeah, they've gone insane.
Yeah,
states.
the Texas Democratic Party especially is a really good example of this with how fucking crazy they've gone.
All right, K-Cup for 5. Hey guys, don't diss the AI campaign. Hellas would Kid Rock want us to vote for Gavin Newsom. Also, the fact that they tagged him on the post was funny. Well, he broke his own law. That's the funny part about that, because of California.
Oh yeah, he has a law against using AI in like campaign ads
for like endorsements. So he broke the law in his states.
You're telling me a Democrat does not care for the rule of law?
Just by the way, back to Ohio. I don't think we ever talked about the Vivek polls.
Vivek suck.
Talked about it.
Even against Tim Ryan, he's up.
Yeah, we talked about
that. And he's up by more against Amy Acton, which I expected.
We got breaking news out of Chicago.
Vivek is actually outperforming Houston.
Guys, we have breaking news out of Chicago. President Trump has announced that he will surge federal resources and/or National Guard to the blue crime-infested city of Chicago after the DC mission is complete.
We need to save Chicago.
Physically clean up this
please,
oh man,
please, President Trump, do not send me to Chicago. I don't want to go to Chicago.
You're going to Chicago.
Tyrone getting deployed to Chicago to deal with the South Side.
Oh my gosh, the South Side of Chicago.
Tyrone, isn't one of our good friends in Chicago right now? I know he's in Illinois. Is he in Chicago proper?
He's in Northern Illinois.
Yeah, so right now, we are going to... So Chicago's next. Then I'm guessing it'll be LA after that, and then we're doing
LA.
I think right now he's prioritizing like the mega cities, which is like Chicago.
and then New York. There's going to be a very special operation once there's certain individuals elected mayor.
Yeah, once we pull Mondani's citizenship,
yes,
he's going.
I mean, I'd like to see Trump go after other cities. St. Louis would be one.
But he's gonna start the big cities first. The cities that
Detroit, yeah, Jackson, Mississippi. I think
you should just like
the ones that everyone talks about. No one really.
I think you should just shut down the voting in Madison. That's all he's got to do.
Hear me out, guys. We declare martial law in Cook County on the day of the election. And we remove their votes, and then we win Illinois.
That's real. Yeah,
so we just combat all
the. No. What we do with Cook County is the power magically cuts off and all lights on the streets disappear as shadowy men with firearms emerge.
That's real. A glitch
shadowy men with firearms are already on the streets.
Oh, you're going to be amongst them, Tyrone?
A glitch Evie for 2. Democrats are an endangered species in Florida. They are. American Nerd for 2. If it was Grok, it would sound like a 1930s German. Oh, God. That's real. But yeah,
there's more to that announcement. African American ladies, beautiful ladies, they're saying, "Please, President Trump, come to Chicago. I did great with the black vote, and they want something to happen."
Please tell me he actually said that.
They want something to happen.
That's
bad luck, buddy. Nothing ever happens.
So okay,
I won the black vote in the landslide.
I don't get why Democrats are opposing this. Like, this is stupid. This is another 80-20 issue. Why oppose this?
Because it's fascism. He's sending He's sending the newsies to the cities because they're blue.
This is the Bukele strategy: physically cleaning up your country. And start the capital.
Bukeley's a dictator. You're the Maryland man. He locked up the Maryland man.
Yeah, notice how they stopped talking about that.
They stopped talking about him a long time ago.
Yeah, I wonder why.
We brought him back into the country because he was a fucking human trafficker. That's the amazing part. Dude is a wife beater, human trafficking. Okay, bare minimum, that guy was trying to join MS-13 or was actively in it. It was a fucking human trafficker that beat his wife repeatedly, and Democrats made him their hero for over a month. It was.
And then they realized, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute. And they did a fucking photo shoot. They went down to El Salvador and like sat down with him and did a little photo shoot.
Yeah. Was it Murphy that did that?
It was Van Hollen.
Van Hollen, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna sit next to this guy. It's like, oh, wait.
We sit next to this fucking gang member that beats his wife and traffics illegals throughout the country.
American Nerd for 2. Send the feds to LA, Chicago, New York City, Atlanta, etc. That's what we're doing. I called them, by the way. I knew this was gonna happen. Like, okay, if it's DC, they're gonna do other cities. This is just a test. This is just the easy one because of the capital.
Here's the thing. So. Yeah, and there are videos all over like the internet of of like National Guards like interacting with like the people in the city like chilling. In a really positive way. Like they're letting the kids like go into the Humvees and like look at them and stuff, and they're like walking old ladies down the steps. And, like they not only is it really good for crime, but just in general, it's a very good optical strategy. Yeah. And Democrats opposing it is just getting them in deep shit.
It makes people like realize, oh wait, this is the National Guard. They're here for.
They're here for your safety. Yeah. If you're not a criminal,
I would like to remind people the National Guard system is directly descended from the state militia system, which has been here since before the founding of the country. The people who join the National Guard are natives to wherever they are. DC National Guardsmen are people who live and have their lives in DC. Of course, they care about their community and are going to help people out.
They want to clean up their city. They want to clean up their capital. Like, this is just common sense. These idiots really thought, oh, if we oppose this is going to hurt Trump. Yeah.
You guys remember that? Have you guys seen that video of them like pulling a guy out of the car and he's speaking in Spanish about how he wants to go see his family? And stuff?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They almost ran with that, but they ended up they got lucky and they stopped themselves. That dude got arrested in Virginia for molesting a girl under 13.
Yeah, they stopped themselves. I mean, if they would have made a national story, that would have blew up in their face.
Could you imagine if they had ran with that?
They were about to.
Over.
But then I think they caught wind of, wait, this guy is not good.
What would it be? The Virginia man?
The Virginia
Virginia man.
All right. K-Cup for
By the way, there's also there's also get to the Texas poll, though. But
K-Cup for 5. Blue City Democrats, Trump can't do that. He can't do that here. Residents, why don't you clean up the city so he does it? Blue City Democrats, democracy. Basically, I mean, like, all you're doing is just making Trump look like a genius and like he actually cares. Wow. American Nerd for 5. I think Jesse Waters sent a guy to DC to get people's opinions of black people that were interviewed supported, while a white lady was against it. That personifies everything with DC.
It's the actual residents and not the carpetbaggers. I think Stephen Miller said something like this too. Yeah. It's the real residents of DC and not the carpetbaggers who want this crime to stop.
I guarantee you,
the long-term residents in DC are black.
Yeah, guys, I guarantee you the people that are in DC, like 80% of them support this. I guarantee you something crazy like that. It's the people in the suburbs. They don't even live in DC. They work there.
The ones that don't are like a
I would like to remind people there has not been a single murder in DC in over a week.
Yeah, which part of that, like sometimes it happens, but yeah, it's like funny how that works.
Yeah.
Anyways, in Texas we had an all-red internal.
Yeah, Paxton.
One point against Paxton.
Yeah, all-red plus like 1 or 2 against Paxton, which is
pathetic.
Yeah. All-red in an internal is barely leading Paxton. Like, that is probably a sign it'll be a competitive race, but at the same time, the chance of all-red actually winning against Paxton, and all-red may not even be the nominee, especially if Beto runs. If Beto runs, he's got the nomination in the bag.
Speaking of
I will just say politics, there are anywhere from there are like 200 to 300 murders in DC every year. That comes out to 1 every day or so. And it's been almost 10 days since there's been a homicide in the city.
Physically cleaning up the filth.
Wow. Unironically,
this is dropping crime.
I would like to really quickly talk about something else in Texas politics now that both Ye and Real are here. Thoughts on Chip Roy running for Attorney General?
He gets him out of Congress, and I hope he loses his primary, and that's it.
Yeah, that's my position.
I mean, he's racking up endorsements already.
It looks like the Minneapolis mayor claims the thing that endorsed Fatah was rigged.
Wait, what?
It was. You guys not know
Yeah,
about
look.
that?
I heard something about this. Like, I never really paid attention. What's going on in Minneapolis?
Okay, so I don't really know the full story. If someone else wants to chime in after this, please feel free to. Essentially, yes, the Somalis just unironically like stole the endorsement with like election machine problems, missing ballots.
Of course.
They waited until the more moderate ones like walked out for like a break, and then they all voted at once. They essentially, unironically, they stole the nomination. And I have a tweet for this. I don't know if I could post it. I'm going to post it, and I'll let you decide if you want to. Someone else, go ahead and say whatever.
All right. Where is
It's
it?
the machines. The machines.
The woke machines. I have the tweet. Please hold.
The woke. I am the woke machines.
Yes.
The
So
woke mob.
I think that race would be a shit show now. That's be hilarious. No matter what happens.
I am the woke mob. That's why I endorse Jackson
If
Crockett for
that
the
guy,
election.
either way, whoever wins, the city's gonna burn because it's Minneapolis.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna burn no matter what now. So
You got the guy that cried crocodile tears, actually real tears, at George Floyd's funeral,
and then you
versus
get
a
The
literal
thing is,
Muslim communist.
But the thing is that Somalis aren't like American black, so they probably don't really care that much about George Floyd. So yeah,
They
and
really
also
didn't.
they really didn't. Yeah.
all right. So you're telling me ballot printer go burn? Well, basically, I mean, not directly. Like, you know, well, this was a weird one. It was like a caucus thing, and then they played games.
The DFL overturned the election. Like, it got so bad that even they had to go, oh, wait a minute, this was like entirely fraud?
I mean, isn't it scary though? It's like this is actually a real thing that's happening in a big city. This is in Minneapolis. This ain't just some random town in Minneapolis.
I found the tweet. Please hold.
Okay.
Let's see here. Is there anything the GOP can do to appeal the Somali vote?
No, because you would have to be come out in favor of sibling incest.
I really want to. I
mean, yeah, you can win Arabic voters, but yeah, you don't want to win.
There's a big difference.
I don't think you want to win Somali votes.
No, you don't.
You're doing something wrong.
Look, you can win Arab
winning
voters.
that vote,
You can win like Christian Arab voters. You can win like Indian voters, but like Somali voters are like different.
Yeah, I mean,
and you don't want to win over Somali.
We do not need to end up like Austria, where a national judge recently ruled Sharia law in certain situations is a federally recognized law in the country of Austria.
Yeah.
And that is what the Somalians want to bring to Minneapolis.
Imagine telling people
Because
like,
they're one of the most Islamic countries on earth.
Anyways, check general.
I can't show that in stream.
Aww.
This is
it's really funny.
This is funny, but yeah. Let's see here.
I mean, he's right though.
Hold up. Trump is willing to bring in the regular military if needed in DC. The military might be
so cool.
Do it. And President Trump has said that Mayor Bowser, I can't go with that name still. Mayor Bowser, like, funny. But she said that she better get her act together, or she won't be the mayor for very long because we'll take it over. Yes.
We're gonna take over the city.
Just say fucking we ball.
I've always said that I think a full-on federal takeover of DC was like the final, like it was always the last resort.
But now
I don't want to say the SS word because that's
she's actively fighting it,
which is insane. I mean, this is
because the racist fascist takeover.
For those that say this unconstitutional, it's literally a law they wrote in like the 70s or whatever. It's a law. He's just enforcing it. So.
Yeah, no. And that's the really cool thing. If people want to talk about, oh my god, DC murder is at a 30-year low. No, it's not. Or DC crimes at a 30-year low. No, it's not.
Can you say that without going underwater?
Am I underwater? Hello? Test.
No.
30-year low.
Hear me now?
Yeah,
30-year low.
30-year low. Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Okay, it's a 30-year low, and the only reason they know about this is because they literally just fired a commander for systematically dropping crime rates by not reporting things properly.
The police union in DC, their top person was saying, yeah, the higher ups of the police department, they were fudging the stats, and they're going to crime scenes telling officers, do not report this crime. Do not report it. Because
what they do is, like, assault with a deadly weapon gets dropped to something else entirely, and it doesn't go on, like, their daily reports. They are, for all intents and purposes, just making shit up. They are downgrading crimes in their reports. That way the crime rate looks like it's dropping.
That's unbelievable.
They got fired for that. People got put on leave for that. And people who reported it got retaliated against, and they got put on leave, and they got shifted over to, like, worse shifts because they reported it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's going on in DC. That's why, like, they say, oh, crime's dropping. Yeah, if cities like New York, LA, Chicago are not reporting anything, yeah, crime is magically going down. It's not. And that's why it was really stupid. It's like when they, remember back in 23 and 24, they were saying the economy was booming with Bidenomics. Remember they're trying to gaslight people on that? They're like, oh, the economy's booming. And then people realize they're full of shit. It's the same thing, but just with crime. Oh, crime's at all-time low. Yeah.
No.
Sure it is. K-Cup for 5. Rap, sorry guys, I can't show that on stream YouTube. Other streamers, I'm gonna take my top off and stream games naked while calling for Blump's head. Yeah, that's YouTube. Chance Razik for 5. If you ask me, Moreno's performance was actually pretty impressive, all things considered. By the way, if poll states Huston plus 6, he probably wins by 8 or 9. And that's another thing. This is Ohio polling in the year before the election. Every year.
These pollings are always way off.
Remember, Fate's
Also, you can't
7.
use the excuse of name recognition because everyone in Ohio knows who Sherrod Brown is.
Yeah, Huston actually.
Also, looks like Missouri's going to be drawing. Looks like Missouri's going to be doing redistricting in September.
Yeah.
Also, did y'all see the Netanyahu thing from yesterday?
Netanyahu should be forced out. I'm getting sick of this guy. I'm getting so sick of him.
We need
now he
regime
wants to go after social
What did
media.
Netanyahu do yesterday? I don't pay attention
He
to
said that we have to change the algorithms on social media. That's what he said. So be on the lookout for another crackdown on social media. Just watch.
Well, that's just
Except
ridiculous.
this time it's going to be coming from the right.
Yeah, I'm
Very
against it
fun.
completely. I'm against
Probably
this.
the center right, but yeah.
My
Big
opinion
tech
is
censorship from the right.
there should be no censorship whatsoever. The only thing that should be not allowed on social media platforms is like violence or whatever. That's the only thing. If you not break the law, who cares?
That sort of stuff.
Yeah. All right. YouTube be like democracy. DC was literally made to be politically neutral in the sense that it was made to be no state. Yeah, but now they're trying to make it a state because it's free electoral votes.
Because Trump.
Yeah. But yeah, it'd be funny though if like DC magically swings to the right and all of this. I'm not saying it's going to, but
the only problem is it's just too full of them.
Well, it's a lot of government workers, and yeah, it's like 40% black, I think.
I think it's about to be. I can't remember if it's plurality black. It's about to become plurality white, or the opposite. It's something like that.
DC. It was majority black for the longest time.
Yeah, I think it's about to become plurality white. Like it's getting whiter.
Yeah, because I think you got like I think you got a lot of like white liberals and yimbys that are actually moving to DC.
Yeah, they want to move there. Who would really?
Yeah, and black voters are moving out to like the Maryland side of the suburbs.
Who would want to live in DC proper?
Yeah, so I think it's actually like the blacks are moving out of DC. They're going to Maryland, and the whites are coming into DC.
That is just.
That's what it is.
DC is becoming whiter. According to using Wignat logic, that should make it a more Republican city, which it might.
But it's basically Madison. Like,
yeah, the problem is it's the wrong white people moving in.
Yeah, it's literally just like
exactly.
It's a blue non people, and that's blue non to the extreme in DC. DC,
yeah,
like
that's in theory. In theory, DC becoming whiter should make it more Republican, but it might actually make it more Democrat.
It makes it more Democrat because the white voters there are literally the blue non types. They're the types that
DC is unironically Nikki Haley country. That was like one of the only like areas she won during the process.
It's not Nikki Haley
I'm
country.
Confused. How can it be Nikki Haley country if it's not 50% Indian?
Oh
my god. No, but like it's not Nikki Haley country. It's only like the 10 Republicans that live there are like Nikki Haley fans.
Yeah, no, they're Phil Scott
Nikki
types.
Haley fan on Twitter. Yeah.
They're Phil Scott types actually.
Which Nikki Haley fan? The Newswire guy or
the Newswire one?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Well, President Trump and John Bolton raid. My house was raided also, called Mar-a-Lago. They went through my young son's room and my wife's area, her drawers, as the expression goes. Yeah,
I remember. I'm pretty sure Roger Stone tweeted something like that. He's like, "How does it feel to have your house raided at 6 a.m.?"
Well, I mean, like that's why I think Trump's doing this. Like, that's what pissed him off the most. I think when they raided his like house and like his like Barron and like Melania's shit's got raided and stolen. So
okay, Trump, I guess, just made a comment about Putin. He said, "I will give Putin a couple of weeks."
Ruh-roh.
And then we're gonna nuke
war. Wow. Just a week away.
What the hell did you post, Luke, in chat? What is that?
I don't know.
Macron
I
Oh,
really have no idea what it is.
Oh
in a
my
bed with
god.
Zelensky's
It's his wife.
sheets.
Yeah, you
that's
got well,
his wife that may or may not be a man.
Can't say that because we get sued.
We're getting sued. God
his
damn.
wife is
you know?
his wife is a beautiful woman.
A
Actually,
beautiful
a woman.
AFAB.
Hold on. Trump was asked if he will take part in the FIFA events. He said, "I may play. I see the money these players make. I'm a very good athlete. I may put on shorts. I look extremely good at shorts."
Yeah, I want to see
pretty
that. I
classic.
want to see that.
I want to see
I don't know
that.
if they're actually playing. I don't know if one of the FIFA games is actually being played in DC because I'll be honest, the Commanders stadium sucks, and I don't think they play. I don't think they're playing in Baltimore either. So
Oh,
I would also shout out to the
Yeah, you
people
would
who
not want to show
unironically-
off to the world Baltimore. Like,
Yeah, you don't want to show. You try to like hide Baltimore from everyone.
By the way, speaking of cities that the government needs to take over, the National Guard. Baltimore's only about an hour away from DC. Actually, probably like 40 or so minutes. It's like
or we just get Hogan to run again, and then we can make him
He
do
is
some work.
apparently like he's been
Yeah,
teasing.
he
it
might
to
run.
Governor.
It's really just been like the punished Hogan, like the punished Trump meme, but with Hogan.
Punished Hogan. He's just a MAGA Republican now.
He was
I
always
think-
pretty tough on crime, though. Even when he was
I want Hogan to announce he's running for governor purely for Trump the next day to announce he's deploying like 2 different state National Guards to Baltimore to clean the city up. And I want Hogan and his ever so fucking infinitesimally wise anti-Trumpism to make a comment about how bad it is that Trump is going to be sending in people to Baltimore to clean it up, and everyone in Maryland is like, "Are you fucking retarded?"
Hold on. The final game is in MetLife. Oh, that's not much better than New York. That's not much better. Or actually, that's New Jersey. Actually,
it's basically it's New Jersey. It's
good luck. You're showing people in northern New Jersey.
We're showing off northern New Jersey. It's over.
Yeah, it's in East Rutherford, which I think is
that's like around the border. It's like that's even worse somehow.
yeah, it's
Also,
kind of close to
shout
like
out-
it's near Newark and Hoboken and all that.
Shout out to
Yeah, I
the,
think we need to probably
shout out to the
probably
woke
send
libtards.
the National Guard to Newark. Well, why don't we send the National Guard to New York City? Send them to
Senator.
Newark.
Deploy
Shout
the
out-
Texas Army National Guard to Austin so I actually can work from home.
Hold on.
Shout
President.
out to the woke libtards who said
Oh.
that we shouldn't host the FIFA events because we're gonna disappear civilians. As if Russia and Qatar haven't hosted these fucking games before.
I mean, they're
Oh.
literally. I mean, I think they're saying the same thing about the Olympics in LA.
Oh,
The
they're
Olympics in
gonna say
LA, yeah.
Everyone's getting deported. Good.
Yeah, we're gonna deport
Yeah,
everyone.
Russia had the World Cup like 2018, right?
Yeah, like
So,
not
yeah,
even
they've
10
had
years
a-
ago.
David Maddox for 5. How about that stock market and CBO projections on how the deficit because of tariffs? Yeah, the CBO is projecting now that the deficit is going to go down by $4 trillion over the next 10 years.
I think I know what Trump's going to do with the Olympics. If any country boycotts us,
Fucking
we're probably going to
interest rate.
tariff them like by a bunch. We're probably going to put like insane amounts of tariffs on
But yeah,
them.
the tariffs actually reduce the deficits. So screw you, Rand Paul and Thomas
You guys see
Massey.
that Canada dropped all their tariffs
Yeah,
on us?
I wanted to bring that
all
real
their
quick.
retaliatory tariffs.
Yeah,
Like
all-
what country might boycott the
don't
LA
know.
Olympics? I don't know. Either way, they're getting tariffed if they do.
Yeah, so Canada dropped their tariffs today. They're bending over. The stock market's going up, and yeah, we're gonna raise
Canada, why is she bending over?
I don't know. We're gonna raise $4 trillion. Okay, all right, $4 trillion. And one more thing. Breaking President Trump wants to expand nationwide concealed carry to Washington, D.C. so residents can finally exercise their Second Amendment and be able to defend themselves. Wasn't Thomas Massey bitching about this like a day ago?
Yeah.
Yes, Thomas Bitchy, notable Second Amendment libertarian, complaining about President Trump letting people use their Second Amendment rights in a federal city.
Well, no,
right.
Well, no. He was getting pissy that we were arresting like gang members that had like switches on them.
Yeah, and like
it wasn't even like
it was illegal guns they had.
They weren't legal guns. Yeah, no, they were illegal guns owned by like criminals.
Yeah.
Firstly, you do not have Second Amendment rights if you are not a citizen of the United States. The Bill of Rights is for citizens. Secondly, it is a felony crime to possess illegal firearms, regardless of whether or not you are a citizen. So people who the Bill of Rights and our laws don't even fucking apply to do not deserve these fucking rights.
Well, no, Thomas Massey.
And Thomas Massey's like, oh, but Trump and I'm sorry, Thomas Massey is a fucking loser.
Well, I mean, guys, like he's mad about the fact that we're taking guns away from criminals. Like they broke the law. What do you expect us to do? It's just common sense. And then he complains Trump's taking away your Second Amendment rights, and at the same time, he's expanded the rights for citizens there. He never mentions that. So yeah, that's Thomas Massey for you. K-Cup.
I love being the raped.
Oh gosh, K-Cup for 5.
Okay.
Breaking after Trump scores game-winning goal in the World Cup, a federal judge of Rhode Island has blocked it. Says Argentina wins the World Cup. That's real. To be fair, libertarians don't believe there ought to be such thing as illegal firearms. Well, no, he's complaining that we're arresting people that have illegal firearms on them. That's what he's bitching about.
Okay, the idea of like no illegal firearms, sure, but the problem is like these aren't like just regular citizens just going about their day with their Second Amendment rights. They're walking around with quote blickies with the switch, and they're like, I mean, these aren't good people. These aren't like regular citizens just exercise the Second Amendment rights. These are criminals walking around doing gang activity. I don't care if they get their guns taken and they get arrested. I think that's preferred. Fuck libertarians.
By the way, some other news out of Orlando. So that Pulse crosswalk got.
Oh yeah, the crosswalk,
Yeah.
and they
Took out the rain. They took away the rainbow, and then a bunch of like liberal protesters painted it back.
I would like to remind people there is an actual like Pulse Memorial. There is a building for this. Like the fucking rainbow flag on the sidewalk. That's
Breaking
not
news.
Like an actual memorial. That is just like a rainbow flag that they designated to the Pulse.
Breaking news.
What?
More than 215,000 Indians have signed an online petition urging the federal government to free Harjinder Singh, the illegal migrant trucker who killed 3 Americans by doing an 18-wheeler U-turn on a Florida turnpike.
Is that a joke?
Mr. Tubbs, why would you do this?
No, but seriously, is that a joke or is that actually a real thing?
It's an actual real thing. I just posted the
posted
the Breitbart link.
I do think that what happened, the truck driver thing, it was horrible that this had to happen.
I'm sorry. Here, listen to this. Sorvajit. Just short the prison time was just a bad day, and shortening the prison sentence would help him to reprogram in his life. Rajender, it was just an accident. He is guilty, but 45 years of sentencing is not fair enough. Inderpreet, that is one of the most Indian names I've ever heard, by the way. Inderpreet. I support fair sentencing in this case. This was a tragic accident, not an intentional. Fuck, my accent's coming up.
But okay, like this is horrible that
Tubbs killed a family of 3 with a semi truck in Florida. Can we hold this guy accountable?
Like it's like unironically though.
He should be given death, honestly.
Just the fact that this it sucks that this happened. I mean, at least the law got changed. But the fact that now Rubio is saying they're gonna go after these people now. I mean, did they say they're gonna go after 55 million visas or whatever?
They are examining all 50. For the record, the fact that we have 55 million active visas in this country in the first place is ridiculous.
55 million visas plus 50 million illegal immigrants officially.
100 million deportations. We are gonna get it.
Well,
anyways,
the fact is though,
no. I would make a point out. Not including visas and illegal immigrants, the population of this country is about 300 million. There are 100 million non-citizens in this country. 1 in 4 people who live in the United States of America in some capacity are not fucking citizens. That is fucking insane. How could you justify whatsoever that the founding fathers would be okay with this, especially with how fucking hard they went on immigration?
It's a horrible thing that this tragedy happened, and like, yeah, they changed the law, but the fact that a tragedy had to happen for this to occur, that's horrible. 3 people are dead now, and how many others? I'm starting to wonder, like, how many other people died because of crap like this?
Especially in states like New York, California, Illinois, where they are intentionally screwing crime statistics up. One has to wonder, how many other people have died?
Yeah.
How many other people have lost their lives to this fucking blazing example of malicious negligence? How many Americans over the past few years, ever since Hart-Celler, have lost their lives to these lazy immigrants who don't want to do anything other than use our country for an economic hot zone?
You know, and
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
we froze all the visas go to truck drivers because we're realizing, oh, wait a minute, states like California are giving these people licenses. They don't even speak English, and they're giving a license to drive a truck.
They tested the guy. They tested him for like English and road proficiency. Guy could barely speak English and only recognized like a third of the signs they showed him. He was completely should not have been operating a motor vehicle, let alone a semi truck.
Yeah.
I think the worst part about this whole thing is Newsom tried to blame Trump for this.
Yeah,
because the guy
it's okay, guys.
Trump, but Trump denied him of work visa, and then Biden gave him another, and then Biden gave him one whenever he took office.
It's
So
okay,
Biden-
guys. Yeah, he's forklift certified. He knows his certifications.
I am forklift certified, and I'm fucking proud of it. Smile.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where now I think we're gonna finally go after H-1B visas and all those other visas. It's time. There's no excuse now.
Elon Musk hardest hit. By the way, this is like perfect for us because there's literally no way that fucking Musk or any of his fucking cronies with the PayPal mafia can legitimately contend this.
Well, because
There's
their whole
no
argument
excuse.
was we need this for like the high skilled workers. Why the fuck is there a truck driver that doesn't speak English in America? Why?
High skilled
importing our
workers.
truck drivers?
Yeah, I mean,
Like it's one thing to import the geniuses from China to like make our medication and stuff like that. Whatever. I don't think
like
it should be to the
Taiwan, South Korea,
Japan,
even
Australia,
Germany, France, Australia, Anglosphere.
Some
Like,
Indians-
you know,
some
actually,
Indians are smart, and we can have them. Fine. That's whatever.
those are
Why
first
are
world
we
countries.
importing fucking truck drivers? That's not what this system is for.
This was never the point. And even the people that wrote the bill in like the 60s, they would have clarified like, no, this is not the point. They would have clarified that this is what it turned into. So yeah, not good.
Yeah, we're importing our truck drivers and we're giving them licenses despite them not speaking English or recognizing road signs. We're letting them drive semi trucks, which are I think they are the most dangerous vehicles to operate
100%.
on the road. And we're giving it to them. They don't even speak fucking English. They can't read the road signs.
I'm starting to wonder, like, what about people that drive school buses?
Shit, how many school bus drivers are illegal?
I mean, I can't believe we're mentioning that, but it's the point now. There's a possibility there's a bunch of them that are driving our school buses. Which,
like, outside of physical harm, how many substitute teachers, how many actual teachers are illegal?
This is going to open a can of
stuff
worms.
like that.
That's
like that is.
What I do think has happened though is like the corporate winning the admin, like Rollins, what's the attorney general name? Blondie. You know, like you get all of them. They're losing influence, I think, and like people like Stephen Miller, they're winning the war now because it's like, oh wait, we have truck drivers that are illegals.
It is kind of crazy that Stephen Miller is at this point. He basically is the Secretary of Homeland Security.
Yeah. Chances raising for 10. I can't think of a single thing Donald Trump has done in 2025 that Massey has supported. Tariffs, taxes, Doge cuts, the border, crime, big beautiful bill, etc. He complained about all of it and more. No
okay, so like with fucking Massey, I can understand being opposed to tariffs. That's what libertarianism is about, free markets. But like anything else with Second Amendment rights, no excuse. I'm sorry, no excuse.
All right, so I do think overall with this whole visa thing, we're gonna get a lot of people out of here. I hope it's time. There's no excuse. Now we have 100,000 people in ICE. Now we have the National Guard doing their shit. Now we have the military possibly. It's time. There's no excuses. How can anyone defend the fact that a third of the country?
Unfortunately, El Carbo is going to be one of them. I'm sorry. Every stream I have to make fun of him at least once.
Why?
Okay.
Yep. ICE?
I don't know.
He's just
Has to be
joking.
done.
President Trump is just, oh gosh, Trump of the Epstein files. Oh God. What did he say now? He said, give them everything you can give them because it's a Democrat hoax, it's just a hoax, blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, today they're going to give the files to the House Oversight Committee.
Oh, good.
Yay.
And Trump's not going to be a pedophile, and they're going to lose their fucking shit. All the lefties are going to lose their shit.
Again, they've handled this so shit. The way they
Andy
handled
Barr.
this so
Is
bad.
that his first name? Is it Andy? Who's his first Attorney General?
Bill Barr.
Bill Barr. Yeah, didn't Bill Barr literally testify under oath that Trump was not implicated as a pedophile in this?
Well, no, that's a conspiracy.
I trust Bill Barr.
Like, unironically,
Actually,
I
he
do
was
trust Bill
lying.
Barr.
He was trying to protect Trump.
Yeah, I'm sure Bill Barr loves Trump. Yeah.
Bill Barr is
Yeah.
Trump's strongest supporter, you know?
You know, what I do
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
but like, the problem that people have is the way they handled this. That's why people are upset about it, and that's why I am too. You can't just say
Yeah, the
one
fi-
day you have it and one day you don't. It's no.
If Trump's not in the files, they're fake.
Yeah, that's what's gonna come out. It's all fake. Which we don't even know what's in the files. That's the thing that always gets me. It's like nobody knows what's actually in it. So how can you say for sure somebody's involved if you don't know?
They're fake. They're fake if Trump's not in them, and they're fake if Tom Hanks isn't in them.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I think that's
Tom Hanks is slowly morphing it into Norm Macdonald.
no, it's Tom Cruise.
Oh, Tom Cruise. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tom Cruise is very slowly morphing into Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
I found
Give
it
me a
was
second.
funny though that Stephen King, the one thing he sided with Trump on was the files.
I
That was
wonder
kinda funny.
why.
I wonder why.
So Stephen King also thinks that the files are fake.
It really
Oh,
makes you think.
Yeah, he did. He like defended Trump saying the files were fake.
it's like that episode like shit, what's that one show called? I'm having a gosh, I whatever. Point is, like, the whole Stephen King thing, that's just stupid. It reminds you of something. I can't think of the name of it, though.
There's a development in the Texas Attorney General race. I'm not sure if I should make this public, but whatever. So obviously Chip Roy's in. He's getting a lot of endorsements. He's probably getting a little too much to the point where Aaron Reitz, who's probably the most MAGA candidate, may actually drop out and run for the Dade Phelan seat since Dade Phelan's retiring.
Reitz would not be a bad
yeah,
speaker of the.
sorry,
not
it's-
even speaker of the house.
It's always
but
sunny in
yeah.
Philly. That's when Frank literally said he was on the Epstein Island, but he was only like swimming and stuff. That's what it reminds me of Stephen King. It's like, oh yeah, he's totally not there, guys. He was just
The island. Oh yeah, that was what is it, Danny DeVito? That was
yeah. It's like,
doing that.
I'm totally not the island, guys. I was swimming there. I wasn't involved.
I was just there for the pool, you know?
I was there for the
Okay,
barbecue.
Danny DeVito. I know Danny DeVito's a socialist, which is very cringe, but he's funny. Like
Oh yeah,
he's-
he is. I like Danny DeVito. I don't care about like politics.
We
like-
love Danny DeVito here. Everybody loves Danny
yeah,
DeVito.
I mean, like, not everything's politically. Like, yeah, I disagree with him politically, but I don't really care. I don't care. If he's funny, he's
If you
funny.
only watched movies with conservative actors, you'd be stuck watching like fucking John Voight movies.
And Dean
You-
Cain.
You'd
like,
be
it's
stuck
shitty,
watching
like,
Kevin Sorbo
boomer
movies.
Christian like movies. That's all you
You
could watch.
basically just
You'd
be
be
you
stuck
basically just be
watching like Kevin
watching.
Sorbo films.
You basically just be watching Reagan. Actually, probably not even Reagan because there's a Bob Dylan song at the end. But
Yeah, so there's like Dean Cain and like
which is actually weird. Like,
Kevin
you
Sorbo.
had a movie about Reagan, which was basically which basically made for boomer cons, and you have Bob Dylan, notorious like.
Yeah,
know,
you couldn't even get like an
leftist, like
all-conservative
leftist,
cast
like
for that movie.
leftist, protest singer Bob Dylan. Who I mean, I don't hate Bob Dylan. I kind of like some of his music, but I know I'm the woke mob.
Kevin
But it's
Sorbo.
weird to me. It's weird to me seeing Bob Dylan sing a song for a Reagan movie.
Yeah, it's kind of. Was it a new song or was it like an old song?
I think it was
No, it was
covering
a
like I think it
cover.
was covering like an old.
He
folk
did
singer
a
from
cover
back
of Country Roads.
Chanter's Razor for 2.
No, I think that was Clint Black that did Country Roads.
Oh,
Bob Dylan, I think, sang like an old folk song.
Daily Wire movies. Oh yeah, those movies suck. In the Daily Wire.
Well, you're telling me you don't like
I'm a
Lady
big
Baller?
fan of the new norm, you know?
Oh god.
You're telling me you don't like the masterpiece?
Remember
Lady
they
Ballers?
literally
I forgot.
they fucking remember they
But
literally
what was the
canceled
other?
that.
What was the other one? What was the one about the fucking woodshop teacher? That cartoon the Daily Wire made. What was that shit?
No.
Yeah, I don't remember. That thing is stupid.
Mr.
They also
Bertram,
canceled that.
shit.
They canceled that Snow White remake after Brett Cooper left.
Yeah, I wonder why. It's as if they never had one. That was just them playing games the whole.
It was a
Snow White thing.
publicity. Everything they do is a publicity stunt, bro.
I mean, like the fan
Actually,
stuff is like.
I haven't heard a damn thing about that fucking Ben Key thing that they launched since they launched it.
You're forgetting.
Like, I know they have their shows. I don't think anybody watches any of the Ben Key shows.
No one gives a shit.
Except maybe boomers or something, or probably just probably just grandparents that watch it with their
Chance
kids.
of Drazik for 2. There's rumors Hagman's running for governor of Wyoming. I didn't hear about that. Okay, interesting.
Well, he'll be fine. Actually, I wouldn't even mind that at all. Because Chuck Gray would be great in Congress.
Dick Cheney political comeback.
I was gonna say, what is Dick Cheney going back into Congress?
You know, if Liz Cheney actually runs for that seat again.
No. Mel Gibson is good. Yeah, but I mean,
He's got some interesting takes.
Hear me out.
What
What
is-
is- what is-
going to bring that
no,
up.
no, no.
I will say this about Mel Gibson: Apocalypto from I think 2005, 2006 is a masterpiece. I really like Apocalypto. Yeah, recommend it.
With Mel
Signs
Gibson,
is pretty good. Have you guys seen Signs? That's pretty good.
Signs is fine.
do
Yeah, I
not
haven't
look
seen it
up.
in a
Do
long
not look
time,
up what Mel Gibson's father said about anything ever.
about certain groups of people. He may have offended them.
Don't look up what Mel Gibson himself said about.
Well, no, his
those
father's
certain
more
groups.
schizophrenic. His father was like insane.
It's his dad, Henry Ford, or Walt Disney by any chance?
I swear he probably is. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm kidding, obviously, but I know Walt Disney only had like 2 daughters, but you know.
All right, let's see here. They lost their young audience to pander to boomers. Yeah. The United States is now going to take a 10% stake in major. Oh, are they taking? They take ownership of Intel? That's what people are saying.
I think the only Daily Wire movie I've ever actually watched is that "Am I Racist?" like mockumentary.
Yeah,
I watched.
Okay,
I have
movie, though.
terrible news, guys. Like actually terrible news.
What?
King Cobra JFS has died. Rest in peace.
Oof. But we do got breaking news, everybody.
Who
President...
died?
What?
Who died?
King Cobra JFS.
Oh,
But yeah,
rest in peace.
we do got breaking news, everybody. This is being reported, but now it's official. President Trump has announced that the United States will be taking a 10% stake in chipmaker Intel. That's official now.
Source link now. I need to
communism?
That's what Nick Sorter reported.
post right now. Fucking post it.
I
Post
am.
it, motherfucker.
Chill.
Tubbs.
Right
It's not
here.
real until you post it.
Wait, we're gonna be making potato chips now? That's crazy, bro.
Gosh.
No. So true. So true.
So,
I think we're gonna execute you next, dude.
yeah, as part of a negotiated
I
deal by
know.
Trump and Lutnick. So we're taking 10% stake in Intel.
This is MAGA communism, unironically.
I love state capitalism. I love taking back our economic model from China, but like completely unironically, all hail state capitalism.
Oh, this is a good one. Mel Gibson's dad was a Caucasian Kanye. Basically, for those that don't know, Mel Gibson's father was like a pastor, I think, or something, and he said some interesting things about the Vatican. Even though he's a Catholic, even though he's a he's an interesting.
Well,
Not just
I know
Catholics,
Mel
but, you know,
Gibson is
other
like this
people.
weird type of Catholic. Like his family is this weird type of
Yeah, it's a
Catholic where
type
they
that-
don't recognize the Pope. It's,
Yeah,
They're
they don't-
seat of acanthus.
Yeah,
Seat of acanthus.
and apparently even more schizophrenic branch of that. So that's telling you something. For those that don't know, they don't recognize Vatican II and stuff. That's what it comes down to, and like the Pope. So.
Oh yeah. Also, people forget this. Mel Gibson was in a movie where he played a schizophrenic taxi cab driver who ranted about conspiracy theories, and then he was proven right.
Yeah, I've seen that before. It's like the conspiracy theories or something. That's Mel Gibson for you. Yeah. Let's see. I heard Mel Gibson's dad tell him his experiences his World War II. What? So World War II. I don't know. Wait, what Catholics not recognize the Pope? Okay, there's some Catholics that they're not Catholic, but they think the Vatican got.
They're called
corrupted.
seat of acanthus. They think that ever since
There's
Vatican.
some Protestants that don't even believe the resurrection happened.
That's
okay?
cool. We weren't talking about that. Shut the fuck up.
Well,
Anyway,
I'm pointing
seat of
out that there's a
acanthus.
lot of whatever, dude. Whatever.
We weren't talking about Protestants. We were talking about Catholics. Seat of acanthus believe that the chair
Is vacant.
of St. Peter has been vacant since Vatican II with modernist revisions,
Yeah,
and
because
that's why
they
they
had some
believe that.
weird shit saying like, oh, the Vatican was being nuked, and that's why they picked what Pope did they bitch about the most? I don't think it was John Paul. Was it John Paul too? No. Might have
No, it
been.
wasn't John Paul.
I forgot who it was. They were bitching about one of the popes, and they're like, no, that's the communists and the Zionists were gonna bomb the Vatican, and that's why they picked him. It's some crazy shit. I'm Catholic, never heard of it. No, don't look it up. It's a rabbit hole and a half. It doesn't make any sense even. They're just schizophrenics.
It's low IQ.
Was Mel Gibson's dad a secret member of the Westbrook Baptist Church?
Probably like the Catholic equivalent of
basically. But yeah, it's weird. All right. the beginning of a period of half nationalization to prevent the great loss of manufacturing. Yeah, it's time. I mean, it's clear the economic model doesn't work. So we gotta try something different.
MAGA communism. MAGA communism.
Oh, Newt. Right. Oh, man.
Okay,
Newt
I do gotta
Gingrich.
get going, guys.
Hold up.
No, I got,
Newt
guys,
Gingrich
I gotta
was
go. I literally gotta go. I didn't realize what time it was. So thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. Sorry for the late break. I didn't realize it was 1 o'clock already. I'm late for some stuff, so oops. But yeah, sorry for interrupting you guys. We'll be back.
Look at Newt Gingrich's latest tweet.
Okay, what?
As we debate legal immigrants, it is what Newt Gingrich basically said the Civil War would have been lost to the Union if it weren't for fucking immigrants who came over illegally. I'm not even joking. Look at this fucking shit, dude.
All right, no, I've really got it.
Well, the rest of them can look as well.
All right, fine.
Oh yeah, wrap for your video later. I sent you all the information you need. So if you want to.
Oh gosh, this is cringe. Debate legal immigration. It is. Oh my god. Well, on that note, that ruined my day. I do gotta get going, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today.
$1 a month.
Yep. Godspeed.